Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Temple of Technology. I'm your host, Scott James Magner, the idiot with a microphone, and today we are doing a non-technology episode of Idiot with a Microphone. I want to talk to you about books, specifically the publishing business, how things are marketed, how things are sold and shipped, and in general, what happens when an author gets the rights back to their novel. So, in 2014, I published a novel called Homefront. It's a science fiction novel. In fact, here is that book. We're going to put it here. We're going to be talking a lot about it in the next few minutes. I had a great publisher, my friend Mark Teppo at Resurrection House, picked this book up for me. It was my first technical novel. It did okay, you know, but it came out in hardback at a time when people were having a hard time swallowing hardback books. The economy crashed. 2014, late 2014, and a $27 hardback from an untested author. It was a hard deal, but it's a beautiful book. It really is great. The insides are great. The outsides are great. I really had a lot of fun writing this book, and I've been working in this universe ever since. The reason why I'm talking about these books today is they're out of print. The Resurrection House imprint folded. I got the rights back to my books, and I have the remaining stock, physical stock of all these books in my garage. So there is this hardback version here. There's also a softcover edition that came out about a year later with a modified version of the cover. But specifically, I want to talk about this hardback book right now. As I mentioned, it was $27 when it first came out. It is not $27 today. In fact, the pricing of this book on the used and secondary market is in fact why I'm doing this video. Because there are still people trying to sell this book new at over the market price. $31.45 is the latest price that I have seen on Amazon, but also used books. I want them to be around $10, $11. All right, I think people get the best value for this book from there. Plus, I sell signed copies of this book on my website for $14. I'm trying to get that listing to work right on Amazon, but that's the price I think it should be right now. My price, of course, since I control the physical stock and they're already printed, there aren't going to be any more, is far lower. In fact, it's a sunk cost for me. It's a long tail that I'm planning on earning out over the lifetime of my career. So, this book is a used book. This book is a new book. And you'll see a couple immediate differences in here in that the cover's got some dents. You can see here it has the pulp has been impacted and creased a couple times, either through reading or misadventure. Here's a pristine pulp. This book has never been read. The only time it's ever been opened is when I signed it. The spine is good. There's a little bit of shipping damage there, but it's not awful. And you can see that the dust jacket is intact and clean all the way through. This used book is one I actually bought off of Amazon some time ago, because every so often someone puts these up for $4, and I can't have that be the price on Amazon. This is actually my shipping reference copy, so I keep the weight there. But you see here how the dust jacket is all ripped up. I can't sell this as a new book ever. This is a used book. And so this is called light shelfware, by the way. It can be scratched all to hell, but it's light shelfware because the inside of the book is still good. That's me in 2014. I look more or less how I look now, but, fatter and browner. So the reason why I'm doing this particular video is a video I wanted to do for some time, actually, is frequently I will go online and I will seek out used copies of this book that are dragging the price down and the perceived value. And I buy them. And this is not an invitation for people to go and start selling their used copies online, hoping that I would buy them. I probably won't. But when I see somebody who's got a remaindered book or a book that really shouldn't be being sold at a severely undervalued price, I get rid of it. I take it off there. In fact, on the day after Thanksgiving, on Black Friday, I went online and saw that there were a bunch of books at a ridiculously low cost. And I had to get rid of those. I had to sweep them out of the market because I'm rebranding my store, getting all this stuff squared away. And I bought 5 of them. And I bought 5 of them from 5 different vendors, in fact. Some as far away as the UK, some as close to me as the city of Tacoma, which is about a 1 hour drive. I bought them on the 26th of November, and they trickled in throughout the course of last week. So, media mail or third class mail or various small shipping bits. And I wanted to show you all the difference in how the books are shipped and the different conditions that you can expect. So I happen to have all 5 of those books here in the packaging that they came from. And so this book came to me by St. Vincent de Paul in Eugene, Oregon. All right, it was sent through the mail, and it was wrapped up here in basic plastic. So I am going to open this thing up. It feels good from the outside. It didn't get too banged up in transition. I'm going to see here, remind myself of what I paid for this particular book. Because I have my Amazon page up here on a different menu. All right. I believe this is the one right here. Oh, it's killing me. I really am still with you. All right, this came from the St. Vincent de Paul store in Eugene, Oregon. I paid if I can pull this up here. I paid $2.49 for this book plus $4 in shipping. And then there was tax. So $7 essentially for my own book, which I did not need, but I have to maintain the pricing control. All right, I'm going to use my second favorite tool to open this in a safe and responsible fashion. Very important tool for any person to have. All right, so right off the bat, you can see here that it's quite securely packaged. I'm going to have to look into some of these plastic bags. I use boxes to ship, but I do have padded envelopes. So assuming that the plastic bag does not develop holes in it, it will be waterproof and it will be safe to ship. Already you can see this book has seen some shelf wear. This is that is an abrasion of the book proper. There's an excellent chance that this book is one that I signed at Powell's Books and then was just dumped, because this is a new book. This book has never been read. It hasn't been creased. It hasn't been sold. Oh, look at that. I signed it. All my best. Me. I've since learned that you want to date the books when you sign them. But this book has never been sold. This is a brand new book. I can put this one on the new pile and resell it. The pulp paper is good. There's no serious abrasions. This is a good book. I'm going to put this over here. That was described as condition used good. Item shows wear from consistent use but remains in good readable condition. May have marks in or on it and may show other signs of previous use or shelf wear. Minor creases, signs of wear on dust jacket. Packed with care. Shipped promptly. Well, they did indeed do that. That is a good seller. I would buy from them again. hopefully they won't have another one of my books. And that was the first one to arrive. The second one to arrive came to me from Madison, Wisconsin, Half Price Books, Essex Square. I have never been to Madison, Wisconsin. So the odds of this book, the odds of this book here, which is sent media mail. Media mail is a great way to ship books around. You pay by the pound. Here was a 2-pound. So this book costs about $3 to ship to me. It has also been wrapped up in a waterproof bag, but instead of the self-sealing bag, they have used tape to make a much larger bag fit. You see here that during shipment, the bag come loose. I'm wagering that this book will not be in the same condition that the other book was, but we'll use my second favorite tool here to open the package, and we'll find out. Okay, I almost forgot to look up. I am taking great care not to touch the book itself. I am only opening that. All right, this book is significantly more yellowed, so this one spent a lot more time on a shelf. You can see the pulp is yellowed there. The covers look good though. It's got the same creasing a bunch of other ones do. I think some divots there. Spine is good. Dust jacket is good. Little crease there. Shelf ID Half Price Books. All right. Shipped to me. Has this book been signed? This book has not been signed. So this is another new book. It has not been read, but you can see here. Oh, sorry. You can see here there's yellowing on the pages, on the edge there. I cannot sell this book as new because it has received damage. It's an excellent point you can see here. Look at all that. So this has been sun damaged. It sat on a pile or it was exposed to some environmental hazard and it aged the book. Prematurely aged the book. It's yellowed. So this is a book I cannot sell as new or resell as new. It's okay. We're gonna give all these books a new home a little later on in the video, or after the video. So this book that I got from Half Price Books, let's look up what I paid for that. Half Price Books. I'm gonna bet it's this one. It says Half Price Books Ruby. So I'm gonna look at the order details. I paid $4 for this book, and there was $4 shipping and handling. With tax, it came out to about $9. Condition used good. Used books may or may not include companion materials. Some shelfware may contain highlighting notes. Customer service is our top priority. Well, Half Price Books Ruby, you did a great job getting this book to me. I have no complaints about this book except for the fact that you were selling it for $4. Now, you are Half Price Books, right? Hilariously, this book has a Half Price Books. I'm hoping maybe this is their home base, Dallas, Texas. This did come from Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you for my order. Well, I'm very happy to have made that order. Now, the next book that I got is also by Scott James Magner. He's an up-and-comer. You may have heard of him. It's called Homefront. And whereas the first two packages were a bag folded over, this one has been shrink wrapped. It has been heat wrapped all the way in here. I see some stickering. But there is no air in this package, or very little air. And it is tight. It is all one piece. So what happened was they put this thing in a sleeve. They compressed the sleeve around it. They slapped the label on it there. And this came from Mishikawa, Indiana. Better World Books. All right. Pre-sorted. U.S. postage fees paid. Came with UPS tracking. So this is excellent. It's pretty much how I would sell this book were I a bookstore. Although I don't have access to that neat packaging material. So this is... I just saw that there. This was Better World Books. It says, buy books, do good. All right. I paid $7.62 for this book, but shipping was free. And that is essentially how you get that money in there. Shipping was free. Obviously, I know that shipping for this book is around $3.34. Oh, this is a library book. Hooray. So, I love that fact that my books got into libraries. Look at this book. So it's got a library stamp. It has a beautiful, pristine dust jacket because, holy crap, this bag is on there tight, let me tell you. It is hard to get this thing off without cutting it further. But it'll come off. Whew, that was tough. All right, Mount Lebanon Public Library. It's been stamped a couple times over. The protective dust jacket on top of the regular dust jacket has done a lot to keep this book pristine. But you see here again, this has mold damage. I really wish I'd known that before I bought it. I have to throw this book away. So not only have the pages yellowed for being on a shelf, but it's been molded. It was exposed to water. In fact, it looks a lot like exposed to water. Yeah. I cannot resell this book. I can't even give this book away. I have to pulp it. I have to recycle it. But it's okay because I took an $8 library book off the shelf. Now it says here, great condition for a used book, minimal wear, 100% money back guarantee, shipped over 1 million happy customers. I am not a happy customer. This is a moldy book. I don't want it at my house. I don't want it on the pages. And the worst part is I can't even see who checked it out, if anybody, right? So they don't use cards anymore. They don't use stamps anymore. I love the fact that this book wasn't in a library. I take this sticker off here so you can see a little bit more of the library stickers. Science fiction. Science fiction. Magner Scott, that's me. They would have had access to 2 of my books if they bought the one, because here's this book. I'm going to put that here, just so I can remember it. I really don't want to throw this book away. I like the fact that it's a library book and that they've taken such care to protect it, but they really didn't take care of the insides, so that's a shame. Sorry, Better World Books, you got rooked. All right. The next book on the page comes to me from Toledo, Ohio, discoverbooks.com. I did not actually purchase from discoverbooks.com, so we'll have to see which one this is. Now you see here, discoverbooks.com has a similar packaging system to Better World Books, where they have pressed a shipping sleeve down on top of the book. However, their sleeve was paper. I don't even have to cut this packaging open to show you the book here. The book was exposed to the elements during transit. So let's see who this could have been. I think this was it's really weird. Some of these listings may have gotten mixed up because listing for Great Time Books, which I believe this was, says Discover Books on it. This was also a library book. No, this is the correct listing. Hooray for listings. This was Originally purchased by the Contra Costa County Library. Excellent, March 2015. So they bought this new. Thank you very much, Contra Costa Library. I will be rewarding your diligence in a bit. It's got library stickers, Magner S. It's been taped on the inside. It has not been signed. It says withdrawn. I don't know what that means. Probably means that they didn't want to carry this lame-ass book anymore. So this does not have mold damage, but it does have heat and air damage. See the corners are yellowed, the pages are yellowed. It's in good shape. The boards are good. The dust jacket has been a protective dust jacket the entire time. This is a good book. I can't sell it. It's a used book. It's a library book. I'm very happy the book had been in libraries. It's in the King County Library if you want to check it out. King County Library has copies of this book. I'm also, giving the ebook away for free on my website. So, if you just want the ebook, I'll hook you up. rsentertainment.com. It's the place to be for my books. I paid $6.31 for this book. Shipping was free. Library books apparently ship for free. That's okay. Big fan of that library book. Not a fan of the packaging. Packaging, not good stars. But we'll see. And there was one more book. One more book here. So, Thrift Books. Rock Quarry Road, Dallas, Texas. Thrift Books. Thrift Books, the largest online used bookstore. I believe this will also be a library book, ex-library book. This package was the last one to arrive, and it also has a bit of friction damage on it from the road. We'll see how good the book is doing inside. They've got their own sleeves that are the right size for hardback books, so that doesn't suck. I have to figure out where these are and buy some. I can put them inside my boxes, and then we'll be good. This has water damage. This book has been water damaged. This is a used book, and I cannot sell it. That's okay. I paid so when it's left, Thrift Books Reno. That's where I bought this book. I paid $6.32 for this book. Shipping and handling was free. A copy that has been read but remains in clean condition. All pages intact. The cover is intact. Spine may show signs of wear. Pages can include limited notes and highlighting. The copy can include previous owner inscriptions. So I may have signed this book for somebody. Or had this book sold. Oh yeah, look at that. There's damage all over this book. That's another library book. It's another library book. Something regional library, it says here. Look at that wear. Perhaps it was actually checked out. That'd have been nice. This Thrift Books sticker there, though, that's no good. We don't want that sticker. We want the library stickers. Yeah, the Wapiti Regional Library. I don't know where that is, but thank you very much for buying my book and offering it on your library shelves. All right, taped up. Homefront. It's not been signed by me. Oh, discarded. Oh, that's awful. Means that nobody was checking this book out. And it went away. Look at that beautiful text. Beautiful typesetting. Mark Temple did a fantastic job of putting this book together, as did Darren Bradley, my editor. One of my editors. I had two editors on this project. And the other being Fleetwood Robbins, good friend of mine. He's worked on 3 of my books. I wish I could get him to work on another one, but he has retired from the business. So this has, as I said, it has a little bit of water damage. It has a lot of shelf wear. If this thing stood on, it was purchased in February 2015 by the John M. Culinaire Public Library. It was discarded by them. And they are, of course, in Wapiti Regional space. So another good library book. All 3 of these library books had an extra dust cover on it to make it nice and shiny. It also brings out the spine a little better with the shiny. Problem that this book has is when it is faced out, it sells. When it is spine out, it does not sell. course, on my website, it is always spaced out. So, of these books, and this one, of course, had mold. I hate that. It's going to have to go away. Of these books, the second one I bought is in the best shape by far. It is a brand new book. It has sold as used because it didn't come straight from the publisher, but it spent some time on a shelf. But other than that, it's doing okay. The ones in my garage don't have any of this yellowing. They came from the publisher to me, from the printer to me, I should say. I have both author copies and the remainders that I purchased from my publisher, so that he didn't have to store them in a what do you call it, warehouse anymore. So I spent all told about $25 to get these books off the market, and it drove the price of the used copies immediately up to $11, and that $11 does not include shipping. Let's try to buy one right now. See what it looks like. Hardcover, $10.92. 3 used from $10.92. Yeah. If you look at my Amazon page, I have bought this book 7 times, and here's 5 of them. So I don't do this that often. All right. There's a used like new copy for $31, and then plus $4 shipping. That's what I actually like to see. Used like new for $50 plus $4 shipping. I like to see that too. There's one here for $10.92 plus $4 shipping. I actually believe that this copy resides in the United Kingdom. Hilariously. Yes, it does. And so if you live in the United Kingdom and you can't get access to my book any other way, We Buy Books UK has one for $10.92 plus $3.99 shipping, whatever that translates to in pounds sterling. I am almost tempted to buy that book, to be perfectly honest, but I would buy that book and ship it to somebody in the UK. So if you are a fan of mine in the UK and you would like this book, let me know. We'll work something out. But I sell these books brand new, signed for $14 on my website, rsentertainment.com. I want that price to stay more or less constant until these books are gone, because I have updated this text. You know, it's no big secret that I wrote this book in the winter of, hey, okay, my business partner. So I rewrote this novel a few years ago, including text from an unpublished sequel, and then more text that I'd written to turn it into a full-on trilogy, melding all the different plots, new characters, new action, new a whole bunch of new, so much new that just wasn't in this book because we didn't have the room. We cut 4 decent-sized chapters out of this book, 1 character building, 3 action, because my editor Fleetwood most rightly said that they were just slowing the book down. It wasn't that they weren't good; they were great. They were all edited. You know, we got to the last cut, and then we said, yeah, let's just get rid of these chapters. Because the book is big. It is a big, thick book. It is... Yeah, here is the last page. Yeah, it is, as published, it is 382 pages. Right, it's big, thick. The sequel trilogy, they run around 300 pages each. And so... This book was, I think, 120,000 words as published. The sidequel was 88,000 words, and then I wrote about 200,000 more words to get everything in sequel shape, in trilogy shape. So I thought that I would do a great giveaway and get these books out to people, but I can't send this one to anyone that's got mold. It has to be thrown away. These 2 I will keep on hand as reference copies because the pages are yellowed and I can't really do all that much with them. Or I'll give them away to people. But these 3 library books, I'm so happy about them. I really am. I hope to get the new books into the libraries early next year. It is my goal to do so, and then have them available to people forever. And that's about it. being an author with an out-of-print book, or at least a book that failed. Like, I hate using that term. This book did not fail. I sold a few thousand copies, hardback and paperback on first release, and then there were, some were pulped. I mean, I know how many we made. Some got returned because there was a crazy buying spree. Some were pulped. I have the rest in my garage. I don't have thousands of books in the garage. I have hundreds of books in my garage. So, but an ebook, it sold great. It sold fantastic in ebook. And in fact, the ebook is still available. It's for free on my website. I keep trying to convince Amazon to have the book for free there. That's clearly not what they want to do. I would make it a Kindle Unlimited book, but then I can't sell it on my website. And so I want the book to be free because this text has been updated. This text has been improved and expanded upon. And this is a great book. I'm super proud of this book. This book was reviewed very well by a bunch of people, including the Library Book Association, which is why I ended up at so many libraries, I think. I'm going to try to get them to review the next books as we go. But it's an older book, right? And I've written new books to replace it. I'm happy with the text of this book, the plot, the throughput. It's been very well reviewed on Amazon. If you have in fact read this book and did not review it on Amazon, please review it on Amazon. I'm not going to offer free things in exchange for reviews. I think that, if you like something, you should review it. I review a lot of books and other products. But as the new books, which are called collectively called the Homefront Trilogy, I'm going to put a link in the comments to this video. They have just this week got brand new covers. I had to release them last year with temporary covers, and then life happened, and only one of them actually got even a halfway decent cover. They all have new covers now. We are prepping the new print editions. It's really going to be awesome to get these books back out into the world. Kind of like a soft relaunch, almost 2 years after I published them, because they just never got a fair shake. Whereas this one got a great fair shake, and it sold thousands and thousands of copies. It really made me as an author. It helped me to learn my craft, how to write books, how to sell, and certainly how to sell books. And that's our plan going forward with that. So if you like The Idiot with a Microphone, if you like my books, please, please, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit that notification button. Sometimes you'll find, you're getting videos about the Temple of Technology and the various things that I've got. Sometimes I'll be repairing computers. Sometimes I'll be gaming, right? I write science fiction, but I also write video games, and I play video games on a regular basis. So I'm going to set these up here so that we can have a great thumbnail. That's it for today. Please stay in touch. Drop me a comment. Drop me a subscription. Tell all your friends about the free ebook you can get at scottjamesmagner.com, or rather rsentertainment.com, and about the new ebooks that are coming. And that is me, the Idiot with a Microphone, signing off.